What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? It's probably my favorite night of the week. It's Tuesday, where we get to watch some tough crowd. We get to talk about Patrice. I am your most excellent host, Alex from Sandro Says. With me, as always, is Sigmund Lawrence Zito. Thank you all for being there out in the chat. I had a fun day today. I am happy to have this as a distraction. Today was up and down. I will just go into it. I want to tell the story, and then we will move on to other stuff. Oh, little Emmy is here, the queen. Good afternoon, good evening, but not good night yet, because we have to talk about Patrice O'Neill. But first, we have to talk about some crazy neighbors that I've dealt with recently. So I I don't look for confrontation. I know that might sound funny to a lot of people. They see me in the chat and I'm having fun. In my real life, once I became an adult, once I saw Roadhouse and I understood what Patrick Swayze was talking about as far as being nice and not elevating fights, it's such a stupid movie, but it's such a real thing. I try to maintain zen. Like, I know I'm mostly, every once in a while I go up and down, but I mostly try to stay across the board. The Every once in a while something, and it's usually something that involves where I live, that will get me going, because that's my fortress of solitude. That's where I am. That's where my dog is. That's where the star of the show is, Ziggy. That's where my stuff. It's just like, you don't fuck with someone's house. So I love that. By the way, I found out earlier that's not a dab. That's coughing into your sleeve. That's like vampiring. Like, ha, I'm a Dracula. I thought that was a dab, man. I'm so happy that I now know how to actually use it. But so I'm going to tell the story about the first crazy neighbor, which was the one currently, and then I'll tell one from a couple of years ago, which this reminds me of. Please make sure my AC is on because it's hot as hell in here. Please hit the like button. So where I live, I have a little driveway that leads up to a couple houses. You know, I'm in an HOA. I'm in a townhouse. We have a bunch of garages next to each other, and there's a driveway that leads up it. My neighbor behind me is a bit of a lush. She's one of those like wine aunt type people. Like, she's an older lady, and you can tell she drinks a lot, but she thinks she's like hip and young. She has two cars that both cost more than most people's houses around here. I don't know why, because she doesn't really drive. She drinks a lot. She has two crazy little dogs that every time she's around, she lets them free, thinking like, oh, haha, it's cute. And they go and like try to rough up my dog, who also, like me, is very zen. Ziggy and me found each other. It was just magic, because we have the same wavelength. We are very similar dogs, very similar people. Whereas Mookie, the previous dog, was like all over the place. So So this lady has these crazy dogs. She just pisses me off in general. I don't think she owns the place. She's one of the few people that rents, but she acts like she owns the fucking place. Whatever. She has a dog walker come because she's too lazy to walk her own dogs during the summer, I guess, or it's too hot or something. So she has a dog walker come. This dog walker comes and parks behind her garage because the dog walker is also lazy. And when the dog walker parks behind her garage, I can't get out of mine without doing like a 15-point turn. And the only reason I can get out is because I backed in. If I pulled into my garage front end, there's no way I'd be able to get out. So I figured I'd be the nice person. And instead of just going straight to the HOA, like, hey, this person's parking in a fire lane, do something about it. That's like the dick move. The neighborly thing, the thing that we grew up doing, is like, if you see your neighbor, be like, hey, you know, do you mind doing this? Or is it okay? So I saw the lady, the dog walker, and I said, hey, and I swear on everything that is holy that I was very polite to this woman. I said, hey, sorry to bother you, but do you mind not parking there? Because it really makes it hard for me to get in and out of my driveway. She said, no problem. I went about my day. I thought, okay, we're all good. In the back of my mind, I said, now the other lady who owns the place or whatever is going to know that I'm not happy. So if someone does send a complaint, she's going to assume it was me. My dad said, though, Clarence Thomas believes in the First Amendment. He's like, if you choose not to speak, that's you choosing to not use your freedom of speech. So don't ever silence yourself. Don't ever think yourself out of sticking up for yourself, because then you're just letting them win. And it's your fucking house. So I own the place. Today I'm coming back with Ziggy, and as I'm trying to pull in, she catches me like middle backing into my spot. The woman, I think she was waiting for me because she had like her door open, and her garage and her door open inside. She comes sprinting out and starts yelling at me. Alex, how dare you talk to I don't appreciate the way that you're talking to people. You're not allowed to talk to my friend like that. She's going to continue to park here. And I said, well, it's a fire lane. That's not, my request is reasonable. I'm not telling you not to park anywhere. Just don't park in a fucking fire lane. It blocks me from getting out of my driveway. And she goes, oh, yeah, well, the neighbors down there. She started naming these people who I don't even know who they are. They block driveways all the time. And I said, I'm not concerned with what other people do in this area. That ain't my fucking business. I didn't curse. But I'm concerned with what's going on in my driveway. Because if I have an emergency, if I have to get out, there's been times when I've had to get out to go to the ER for myself. I've had to take, when I had Mookie, I had to take him to the VEG, which is the Veterans Emergency Group. I ain't fucking around. If I have to get out, my Challenger will beat the fuck out of her piece of shit car. And I'll make them pay for the damage because they're the ones in the fire lane. So it's not like this isn't a joke to me. I'm like, you get the fuck out of the way. So she's still yelling at me, though, saying that I was being rude and how dare I. Other people do this. And she goes, and you know what? And sometimes your garbage cans are in the middle and I have to do a 5-point turn and go all the way, loop around to get around them. And I said, well, if that was the case, you could have easily come up to me. You see me all the time walking your dogs. You could have said, hey, your garbage cans are in the way. Could you make sure they never are? Which was also bullshit because the physics of the situation is to get in and out of her driveway is like this. She doesn't back in like me. She goes in and out. My garbage cans are over fucking here. There's no way so she's just an idiot. So then she starts doing the power move. Because mind you, I'm still in my car trying to, in the middle of reversing into my driveway, I had to stop. Ziggy is going crazy because he doesn't like this woman's vibe. And for the first time in Ziggy's life, he's barking at someone. He's barking like he sees 15 black people outside the car. He's going nuts at this woman. And it's a tough situation. Like, it's not easy to be, but I was very calm, but she starts walking away. And I was like, this is not how neighbors act. I tried to be very polite and you're being very aggressive towards me. And she goes, oh yeah, well, how are you acting? And so she finished with some shit like that. So I contacted the HOA. They'll fucking deal with her. If she comes near me again, I'll call the police. Because that's what happened a couple of years ago. When I lived downtown Denver, I wanted a first floor apartment. Because when I moved to Denver, I had Mookie. He was 14 or 15. He was diabetic. I was giving him insulin twice a day. So, I mean, in addition to his diabetes, he's urinating a lot. That's a symptom of being diabetic. That's just what happens. So I wanted an easy, like when I was in Portland, I had a first floor apartment. I could let him out easy. We could go for walks. I didn't have to run down the stairs or go down an elevator. So I wanted a first floor apartment. I got a third floor apartment. I said, fine, okay, we'll do that. Mookie, because there were more distance in between his walks then, if I left the door open to my balcony and I had like a screen there, he could still go in and out on his own, and I didn't know that. So he went out and I'd be inside the house playing video games or doing something, not paying attention, and he'd go pee on the balcony. And I wouldn't notice because at altitude, anywhere in altitude, the air is thinner. So if you pour a bottle of water outside, if you have wet clothes, you put them outside, they're dry in an hour. So there would be no marking that he had pee. So one morning I get a knock on my door, and it's the neighbor from downstairs. And he was very polite, and he was like, hey, just let you know, I think your dog is peeing over the side because I'm getting markings like on my thing here. So I was like mortified because I didn't know Mookie was doing it. So I was like, oh my God, I'll pay to have it cleaned. I'll come clean it myself, whatever. I bought him, I think I bought him a gift card. I bought him like $100 Target gift card, Walmart or something, to be like, hey man, I'm really sorry. Like I felt bad. I honestly did not know. And Mookie, I stopped having the gate like that. I put a gate there so he couldn't get out. So a couple months go by. All of a sudden this morning, as I'm getting ready for work, there's a pounding on my door. Like it's the fucking fire department or something. There's a pounding on the door. So I go to the door and I answer it. And I'm like, what's going on? And it's the guy from downstairs. And he starts saying, I warned you, if you didn't stop that dog from peeing off the balcony, there were going to be problems. And now you got a big problem with me. He starts kind of like threatening me. And I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about because I don't let my dog out on the balcony. And now he starts calling me a liar. And he says, oh yeah, he's definitely gone out there, you lazy. He starts cursing at me and stuff about how I'm definitely lying, that I am letting my dog piss off, which was not the case. So I went to the owners of the management company, and then I had to go to the police because the guy was threatening me. It was a whole big thing. I had to install a door cam so that if he came back, it would be whatever. Turns out they found out when the lady next to me moved out. She had her dog pissing off the side. And there was just like stains all off the side of her balcony. And because of the way it was set up, it was like, I guess, the wind or something, whatever the fuck. Her shit was going, like, it was just. So this dude should have been screaming at that bitch. But I just remember, again, it's another time when someone, if you're pounding on my door, you better have a warrant or a pizza. Like, there's no good time to be pounding on someone's door unless you, like, you want to start a fight. So don't start a situation like that. Don't come running out of the house screaming at someone. Be nice to your neighbors. You have to live with them, and then it just causes extra tension in the area. Like, when I'm walking Ziggy now, I'm like, I'm afraid I'm going to see this bitch. And she's going to try to say something to me. What my mom said is, because I'm a big guy, she's like, she's probably trying to goad you into yelling at her or hitting her or something so that she can get, a lawsuit or something. And I'm like, well, that's not me. I haven't, I'm not the type to throw hands first. I learned that from karate when I was a kid. So I just had to get that story off because it fucking pissed me off. It threw my zen off today, and I don't like that, man. I like having a nice, a nice calm day. So I had to get myself back together. I watched The Big Lebowski. Parts of it. I watched parts of an episode of Miami Vice where they go to New York, 1985. Tubbs almost stays behind. Not a great episode, but Penn Jillette is in it. And there's also some really, really good music breaks in it. There's a Phil Collins one, and there's a Glenn Frey one. Really amazing. And plus you get to see New York in that 1985 time zone where things were starting to get clean, but they weren't there yet. Because remember, the 70s and early 80s in New York, it was a war zone. The late 80s, when Dinkins was there, when he started the things, and then Giuliani finished it in the 90s, things started getting cleaned up. So you're seeing New York right at that time when it's just turning. Whereas a lot of movies didn't start romanticizing New York until later in the 90s. Like, you would see things like that. So, and then I was also, so I watched those two things. I watched some old Jim Cornette classics, and I was watching Tommy Boy. Because I hadn't actually sat down and watched Tommy Boy in so long. It's such a comfort movie. Like, that was one of those movies that, as a kid, not only did I love it, but I remember my dad would always show me movies. Like we'd go to Blockbuster and he'd find something that he wanted to show me. Tommy Boy was the first thing that I found and brought to him and was like, Dad, we should, like, watch this. It's funny. And he fucking loved it. He laughs his ass off at that movie. So Tommy Boy will always hold a special place in my heart because of that. And just because, I was a huge Chris Farley fan already. I think any comedian that grew up in any comedy-centric person, anyone in that world that grew up in the 90s, has to say they're influenced by Chris Farley in some way, shape, or form. He was just that powerful of a force. I know he became kind of a sideshow in some of his movies, but in general, Chris Farley was just, he was a Jim Carrey of the time. He was just so big, but Chris Farley was funnier for most of us. And then when you find out the true story behind the thing, it's just, he's even funnier. It's just so sad. So, as we get ready to head over to our first clip of the night, which is Tough Crowd with Colin Quinn, it was a decent Riku. Absolutely, yes. Mr. Shep, glad to see you. Or Mrs. Shep, I don't know. Tommy, she goes, you're sick. You know what? I'm going to go turn on the... And you know what? Once I, again, tomorrow night's Pizza Talk, once I worked at a place with a deep fryer, I understood what the fuck she meant. Like... You got to turn that fryer, you turn it on, it's like 20 minutes before it's ready, and then another 10 to 15 before the wings are ready. And then you turn it off. Just for that one order, I laughed. It made it, once you do it, but that lady was amazing. Do you guys want to watch this or American Gladiators? Gladiators. Galactic Wrestling, glad to see you, dude. I don't know if you're an actual wrestling fan, but I think we're going to have a wrestling night some night soon. I've been talking a lot with Husey and DMs about wrestling, and it's fun to just talk about old shit. So comedies like that have high rewatchability. There's something about Tommy Boy that's so earnest too. Like, I understand it's silly, but it's really a story about a kid that he's not that bright book wise, and he didn't know how to grow up, and he was forced into his dad's shoes, and he still didn't know what he was doing, but he discovers that he has these people abilities that are actually really, it's a good story because that's a real thing. It's not everyone is meant to be the David Spade of the world who knows how to do book learning shit. Some people are good at sports. Some people are good at selling. So it was really cool to see Tommy come into his own as an adult while still maintaining some of his childish, whimsy. It's a great movie. Whereas Black Sheep, I laugh at Black Sheep, but it doesn't have that same story. It's about the brothers. It's like they always kind of love each other. There's no real achievement there. Whereas Tommy, there's an actual plot and there's actual growth for Tommy, which is silly to say, but that's cool. That's what makes the movie stand out. I think that and just about every scene has something fucking funny in it. So, and Rob Lowe is the bad guy. Did anyone see that coming at the time? Because he was always like the edgy guy, like the edgy cool guy, but was he ever the bad guy? They made him look like he was old as shit too. Like Rob Lowe now looks younger than he did in that movie. So, John Hughes, was that a John Hughes movie? I'll call you Mrs. Handsome. No problem. I will call you Mrs. Handsome. Tommy Boy is way more quotable. See, I remember there were scenes in Black Sheep where like David Spade gives Gary Busey the finger, or no, when he gives the old lady he's going to, and then when all the Gary Busey scenes, the scenes in the what's it called where the cabin falls, it's a lot more slapstick. So as a result, it's just not as good. Hollywood Ninja, Beverly Hills Ninja. That's another one that I really liked. As a kid, I don't know if I've seen it recently, but again, they surrounded him with like real actors. Like I think Liu Kang from the Mortal Kombat movie was the other actor in that movie, perhaps. And I don't know. Like I have a soft spot for Chris Farley. I'm not going to say he was bad in that. Plus, was he bad? No, they wanted him to be silly and slapstick and goofy. So I can't hate on that. I just enjoyed it. Black Sheep is like it is like I think the problem was they wanted to hit that same thing twice. Same mistake they made with Wayne's World, where they said, let's make a fucking sequel immediately and cash in. And I think Wayne wanted to make it and Garth didn't, because Garth didn't have a storyline in the first one, and he was like, I don't want to fucking do this. This is pointless. So I don't want to be, just this guy in the movie. I want to have an actual reason to be there. Otherwise, it'll just be a movie about Wayne, and I don't need to be here for it. So Rob Lowe was like, he's aged like fine wine. As far as like white men are concerned, Rob Lowe is probably like one of the best that's aged ever. Because you see him in like Parks and Rec, and he looks as good as he ever did. He's phenomenal. The only time he looked super young was in those couple movies in the 80s when he had the rosy red cheeks, like The Outsiders and the hockey movie with Patrick Swayze, I'm forgetting the name of. And Keanu Reeves is in that too. But Rob Lowe has been like between 30 to 50 for about 40 years now. So God bless that man, whatever he's doing. I have to watch Beverly Hills Ninja again, I think, because I haven't seen it in a while. Gary, I can't blame Gary because he had that head injury. So Gary Busey, and I think he knows this. Like he talks about the fact that he like had I think it was a motorcycle accident, and his brain has not been right since then. So yeah, it's funny and he's goofy, and I do agree he's a weirdo. I don't know if that's really Gary Busey in there. I think at some point he kind of lost his brain. Super Bowl cut tonight. Chris Rock really holds it up to. That's the thing. I always forget that Chris Rock is in that movie. It's like Liu Kang is great, just quietly following. Exactly. Liu Kang is like doing all the work in the background, all the actual ninja work. It's really fucking great. They're brothers. Again, I'd say Beverly Hills Ninja probably has a better plot than Black Sheep. A better plot and better character development than Black Sheep. Because again, all Chris Farley really learns in Black Sheep is like, well, maybe I shouldn't get high before I make a speech. Or even that, his speech was great. Maybe I just shouldn't say kill Whitey at the end of a speech. Like, that's really all Chris Farley had to learn in that fucking movie. Like, but at least in Beverly Hills Ninja, it's a story about brothers that don't understand each other at all. So, Youngblood, thank you. That's the movie, Youngbloods. Was it Youngblood or Youngbloods? Helicopters over motorcycles. Well, it was. Again, it's like, I would have liked to have seen him as Shrek, but I would have liked to have also just seen him grow up and be in some other movies as he got older, because I think he would have had more control over his career. He wouldn't have kept getting... You have to remember, a lot of those movies in the 90s he was locked into contracts. So he made Tommy Boy, and then he had to make like 3 other movies for that fucking company or some shit. Like, he couldn't be in Cable Guy because he had to be in Black Sheep. And that made him go to drugs. Like, it's sad to see that shit. Liu Kang deserved an Oscar for both Mortal Kombat and Beverly Hills Ninja, let's be honest. All right, enough of this palaver. I'm sorry. Let's get to the clips, guys, so we can start enjoying a little Tough Crowd. Please hit that like button like Pat Dixon hit Gino on the fucking jaw. Tonight on Tough Crowd, we have Patrice O'Neal, obviously. Colin Quinn, obviously. And then we have three guys who you may or may not know. One of them I saw in person and I love. Pat Cooper. The aged, rest in peace now, Pat Cooper. Pete Corielli, don't know if he's alive or dead. And Tom Papa, don't know if he's alive or dead. What would have been better, John Belushi as Slimer or Chris Farley as Shrek? John Belushi wasn't going to be Slimer. He was going to be Venkman. Slimer was made as a homage to Belushi. But Venkman, he was going to be the Bill Murray role. So that's, yeah. All right, let's rock it. I will keep answering questions, guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate everyone in the chat. God bless you all. Why is this muted?
I'm not saying my career hasn't had plenty of insults and... Okay. I'm not saying my career hasn't had plenty of insults and slaps in the face. But did they just play the music on me on my own show? At the end of my monologue?
Wrap it up.
Is this what it comes to? Like some doddering, like Peter O'Toole at the Academy Awards? Did you cut me off on my own show just now with the music?
It's over.
It never stops. It never stops. Okay. When you're a comedian, it never stops the abuse, does it really?
We are listening to O&A after this. I'm a huge O&A guy. That's what got me into everything comedic basically the last 20 years. So.
Fine, Pat. Oh, that really made me mad. So they finally caught Eric Rudolph. How did he elude authorities for this long? Caves. What? Caves.
That seems to be the way to go. I mean, he was on the top 10 for 5 years, hiding out in a cave. What is it with caves that we can't find them? It seems to me if you want to bomb something in New York City, all you got to do is pack a sleeping bag and go hide in the Lincoln Tunnel for 2 or 3 weeks.
They just signed him for the center square of Hollywood Square. Because all a-holes go into center square. And let me tell you another thing. And let me tell you something. The guys that won the prize for the survivor. He's a true survivor, not these a-holes. That guy's a survivor. You don't have to go in no tunnel. Just walk up and down the United States. Nobody bothers you. That guy.
Let me tell you, just so people know, that's Pat Cooper. And people say, why is this guy named Pat Cooper talking like an Italian guy? His name is Pasquale Caputo. When he took the stage back in the 50s, you couldn't be called Pasquale Caputo. You had to have a fucking white name.
He was not in a cave. Look at him. He's all groomed. He's got a little mustache.
Why did they got bulletproof on him? Who cares? Who's going to shoot the guy? Forget about it. I'm not going to shoot this guy. They got bulletproof. They got chains here. I need protection, not this idiot. Shoot the bastard. Gung-ho. That's where Bin Laden is in Save-A-Lot. Yeah. In the back of Save-A-Lot.
He was hanging out in Christian, crazy nut job homes and hanging around from house to house and house. Look at him. He's all
They're going to find out that about 25 people helped him.
Of course. Do you ever go camping? I stayed one night at the Delaware River. I came out smelling like bacon. I had squirrel bites on me and poison ivy. One night. This guy 5 years? No way.
I'm really upset about this cop.
Why?
Harassing homeless. Because that's really what he was doing, harassing this poor guy, trying to get some food. And so he ended up being a top 10 dude. Yeah. But really what the dude was doing was harassing a poor homeless guy. It's sad. It's really sad what he was doing.
No, what's sad is you're being nice because it's like the 3 Italians and the 1 black guy in the shot. This is like how...
First of all...
Shut up for a second.
Yes, I
Tom's
am.
Italian.
I'm sorry.
He's like the What, you didn't know he's Italian either? His last name is Papa.
Who cares? Let's get back to the bomber.
I got important...
He's Italian. He's a shit.
All right, go to the next question. Come on, I gotta take a pill.
Okay. All right. Okay. The next question is, the FBI is being criticized for profiling criminals in 2 recent cases. The Louisiana killer, Derek Todd Lee, and John Muhammad, the sniper. Both men were black. In both cases, authorities relied for months on the FBI profile that they're white.
Look, can I say something? Wait a minute, let me finish this. I want to say something, man.
Wait, enough
of you. Look, I want to say something.
Go ahead.
Look it, man. In the last year, black people were arrested for embezzlement, plagiarism, sniping. Because they're good at it. And wait a minute. They're good at it. All crimes that were supposed to be, and now mass murder. And I just want to say that all black people ever wanted was an opportunity to show what we can do. If given the chance. Absolutely. If given the chance. Let me explain something to you nice ladies and gentlemen. The best gangsters in the world were Italians. We were the best. Don't let anybody say the black guys are better murderer, but we were the best. Because we had flair. Black people don't have flair. They can't spell the word.
I think, no.
Let's go back to the bomber.
All right, Pat.
Go ahead.
Let's talk about the bomber some more. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
This bomber, a lot of people down there are supporting him.
Right.
Speaking of white and black, a lot of the white rural whites, they feel disenfranchised in some way. They say like poor blacks, and they support a guy like him.
First of all, disenfranchised, half of the people that watch this show don't know what the hell you're talking about. Yeah. Let's talk about this. Who cares? Whoever supported him, let's go on to do other things like cartoons. That's a good point. What the hell do we care? Let's go on. You're so far. You went to two subjects. We're in about, we're like this now.
You wanted to go back to the bomber.
You went back to the bomber, Tom.
Hey, pasta vajul.
We all make mistakes.
Pasta vajul.
Pasta vajul.
But who supports him? These people, a couple like inbred crackers down south. These are the same people that are into Christian rock and fishing shows.
Yeah. And who's to say you can't beat him, join him?
Really? Every nut job has a couple wingnuts to follow.
What are you going to do?
I'm glad they've completely left Pete Correale out of the show because I don't know who the fuck that is. I forgot Tom Papa was Tom. I don't know why I blanked on his name. The rest of them are funny. Pete Correale needs to stay quiet like me.
What's the matter?
You can't beat him, Joyner. What are you going to do?
What are you talking about?
Talking about the white guys with this, because ain't no black people only going to, anything we get our hands over, we're going to take over. So
well, I don't like the fact that you're acting like this is the first black serial killer.
It is the first
no,
black
it
one.
ain't.
What, 10 of
what about
Coleman or something from 50 years ago? Black people don't kill
How about 2 years ago, upstate New York, that guy from Westchester, the women buried under his house?
They were there. The white dude. He bought it from a white dude. He bought that house from a white dude.
They were already there. Pat, you hear about this guy Eric Rudolph they caught in North Carolina?
I'm still working on Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Who cares? Let's go on to something else like,
All right.
Here's a good question. Where can you go to still buy suspenders?
The same place where you bought this shirt.
Let me comment on that real quick. First of all, suspenders. Why is it that men all of a sudden, like growing up, as for us, people that are modern, I understand back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, men wore suits every day, fine. For a normal guy that's born in the 80s like me, the only time you wore suspenders was when you went and wore like a fucking tuxedo or something. Like they're comfortable as hell, I'll be honest. It's way more comfortable than a belt. Because it's just kind of like chilling, like you feel like a badass. But you don't wear them. All of a sudden, my dad got to like 65, and he's wearing suspenders with like fucking sweatpants and shit. Like all of a sudden, he's got suspenders on everything. And he's not like obese or he's got fucking... I don't know what happens with men where all of a sudden they say like, I got to this age, all right, let's go to the suspender shop. Fucking fascinates me, man.
Those in the general store where they caught Eric Rudolph, probably. Now listen. Some relationship we have here. You go watch commercials, I stay here and try to fix this madness. We'll be right back. All right. Okay. Now, in the land of insane lawsuits, Louisiana cockfighters are suing the federal government for banning the shipping of fighting birds. Say it discriminates against Cajuns and Latinos because it's integral to their culture, okay? But is that enough to sell out like a welterweight bout at a Kenny Rogers Rolling Roast? Let me ask you something. Put it this way, if you're an American in the 21st century and you got a chicken downstairs doing push-ups for his upcoming bout, if you think the greatest threat to prize fighting is Frank Perdue, all right? If you can't look at a chicken wing without wondering what his left hook is like, you might be a cockfighter. No? All right. Guys, let me ask you something. Cockfighter, you think you should be outlawed everywhere, Pat?
You want to talk about cocks? Ask the black guy.
All I want to... Why don't you just let Louis Anderson do what he does best?
Cockfight?
Whatever a man wants to do with his cock in a room full of Mexicans is his own business.
Damn right.
Well put.
Well put.
And right, has anyone been to a cockfight here?
Yes, I was in Puerto Rico. They're not nice.
No?
My father had 2 roosters many years ago. He was waiting for eggs.
Well,
That's the truth. That's the truth. But see, once you see them fight, you go back to eating veal. Because it's terrible. It's ugly. It's really... It doesn't
Why
make
is
any
that?
sense.
Why is
They
that?
put prongs on their legs and they give all these numbers here,
They should kill them anyway. They're going to die anyway.
They're not going to die.
Yeah, you're going to fry him
They're not
anyway.
going to die anyway. When do you turn around and become the head of the cocks? When did you get...
I've known a cock or two in my time, and they all die.
I heard about it.
Ever since he got his NBC deal.
The only way they can save their rooster is if you cape on them. Take off his gugutzes and that'll be the end of that.
But it's true.
Basta Majul!
Yeah, basta
We
Majul.
kill them anyway, so what's the difference?
You don't kill them anyway. A rooster they try to keep from mating with the hens so we have other chickens, otherwise Purdue's out of business.
I didn't know South Brooklyn was farmland.
Hey, tell you what. We had ducks on a goddamn fire escape for crying out loud. You saw Aflac?
How big is your old cock?
Mine? I'll tell you. At low tide, I'm still in the water.
God bless Pat.
Wait, all right, let's talk about casinos, yes? Is that okay?
Right.
Casinos have become an Indian reservation staple. Tribes now have like lobbyists. You know, they got big lines of credit. There's rumors of organized crime involvement. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I know there is organized crime involvement. That's true in the serial killer in the world of Indian casinos.
I work casinos, ladies and gentlemen. I swear to you, I have never seen an Indian in Foxwood. Those are the Pequot Indians. I can't even see a kumquat, let alone a Pequot.
And that's what I've been trying to say the whole time. Exactly that. You don't understand, man.
I do
What
understand. What do you think? I don't know who runs the casino. You think it's about Indians?
You don't think it's
There's only
Indians?
20 Indians left in this whole country.
Where do you buy a members-only jacket?
What I didn't buy?
I was thinking.
Where are they still around?
He's got a point. They sell them in OTV.
They still around.
Look. Now this is an interesting subject. Pat, you don't like this one. It's relevant.
Finally.
The web has become a forum for all sorts of views, opinions. You know, they have the whole blogs and all these people giving their opinions. So last month, a judge made it a thing saying he forbidden a man from putting negative comments about somebody else on the web. That's interesting. Should there be freedom of speech on the web or no?
This thing's getting boring. I swear to God.
No, there shouldn't be.
This is 2003.
No, they got to put a limit on it. They got to stop everybody just getting on the websites and chiming off. Have you seen your website, the message board for this show?
Yes.
The things they say about you are horrible.
Yeah.
It really should be stopped.
That's before Tonight's Show.
But that doesn't make it wrong.
It doesn't make it what?
wrong.
No, it doesn't make it wrong. I mean, you know, don't have a show on TV if you don't want to hear what people have to say in a computer about it. You know what I mean?
Are you attacking Colin Quinn?
Not personally, but I mean, I'm just saying.
Defending all those awful...
Why isn't Pat talking? Pat, do you know there's a computer? I don't like this kid, Web.
There's a thing out there called the web. You know what that
I
is?
don't know about
It's not
the
made by a spider.
It's a web. You sure? I'm still working on the spiders.
Tell them.
They get on and you talk to each other. And you don't have to see each other.
WCOM. I forgot the dial phone. Give me a break.
Now, I'm not sure if you can type with your carpal tunnel and everything.
I'm past already. It's over for me.
It's not the idea to type.
What's this computer nonsense?
You're acting like you know all about computers now that you have your
totally-
IBM shirt on.
Thanks. Well,
Terrible.
that's a nice shirt.
I know, but
It's a good look.
Patrice, is Patrice ever in a polo IBM shirt?
No, but it's kind of like, that's a good look for you. It'd be like the black guy in the White Office look. I like
You're trying to
that
white me up.
Trying to white you
I
up a
came
little
here
on
with
the
my
show.
Sean John and they just try to...
You know what I mean? Well, that's less threatening when you see somebody
try to
nice.
Jim
Like, oh, you
Norton
don't
me
go like
up.
that.
He must be friendly. He's coming to fix the cop.
Why is Bilbo Baggins continue to insult me here? Somebody tell John C. Reilly to shut his face. Yeah, right.
All right. As Genghis Khan said to the Mongol hordes, we'll be right back.
All right, I'm going to take a second to answer. We have some good chats here. I wanted to point out a couple. Ken, was I an O&A guy? Yes, I started to answer this earlier. But yeah, love O&A. I actually got into O&A through Bill Burr because I heard he was on, and I saw Bill Burr do stand-up in 2005, and I was like, okay, so I'll follow it. And then because they were on the internet and I was at a school where people were able to share a lot of stuff, it was a lot easier to keep up with them than Howard. I didn't like Howard as I got older. I always found that O&A, they had a more balanced show because it's not so much that Opie could keep Anthony in check, but Anthony never acted like he was above the guests. Opie did, maybe it didn't matter, but Jimmy was there. Everyone was fucking with each other. Whereas Howard, it was always like Howard was on a pedestal. And unless it was a special episode or a special time where Howard allowed himself to get fucked with, so it stands out to me. That's why I liked O&A a lot better. Patrice was a killer. He absolutely was. I remember them in high school, like O2. It's funny you say that because the first time I heard Opie and Anthony was years before I knew who they were. Our lacrosse coach in high school, when we were driving to away games, we used to have to go from like where we were. I played in New York City, and it was like to get to a school on Long Island, we'd be in the fucking bus for 2.5 hours. So he had O&A on after school because I think they had the afternoon drive at this point. And I distinctly remember an episode where they were talking to this person that they were telling, like, it was horrible story day or some shit like that. And there was this person who was carrying like a 2x4 that had a nail in it. And he didn't see the nail, and he fucking ripped his own nipple off. I will never forget that as long as I live. It was one of the fucking grossest things. I still can't find the actual clip, but I distinctly remember that it was O&A because they were talking about Whip 'em Out Wednesday, and that was an O&A thing. So, I did not know Povo was here, but if he's here, hello, my friend. Tom opened for Seinfeld for years. That makes sense because Tom is very clean. Tom Papa he's one of those clean acts, you know. Jerry would love it. This in O&A works best when there's a punching bag. It's great. I mean, Pete Correale's not a traditional punching bag. He just has nothing to say, I guess, nothing of value. But I do enjoy that Patrice really seems to like Pat Cooper. He seems like this is when the show is rounding into its best form because earlier in the show, earlier in the season, the seasons, they tried to be a little more formatted with it. Guys came in with more written jokes. Here, you can tell they're just having fun. So I like that better. Patrice was the most insightful comedian ever. Yep, we're listening to O&A after this. We're listening to Patrice talk about some movies. Someone mentioned the N-word versus Nazi. We listened to that 2 weeks ago, so if you look back on my channel, it's there somewhere. Patrice genuinely enjoyed being here with some of these guys, you could tell. I think we've watched the Up and Down Game. I might have done that on one of my first episodes. It's all-time classic, so... Bill Burr became such a bitch. He really did. Bill Burr, there's two sides to Bill Burr. We're like before and after because he was like the absolute killingest comedian like 10 years ago, and then he just all of a sudden started losing everything. Like just his mind just went. I don't know what happened. I mean, I know it was his wife, but still, it was just he was with her for a while, and he was able to keep his own personality for a bit. So go ahead, Zig, dig that shit up. Opie knew how to run the show. That was his talent. I mean, yeah, that's kind of it, unfortunately. All the gay stuff Howard was doing didn't turn you off. I didn't follow enough for that. I knew Howard for the Sibian. I knew him from his movie. I knew Howard because on Wednesdays, my dad drove me to school, and on Wednesdays, he would have Howard on in the morning. So I knew Howard from, like, when I was, like, 5 years old. I knew of him as that guy on the radio that, like, talks about sex and stuff, but I never gave him enough of a shit. Like, I'd watch the E! Show at night. I'd have the E! Show on when I was in high school. But again, it wasn't like... I wasn't watching it for Howard. Back then, porn wasn't accessible in the same way. So it was like, oh, who do they have on tonight that I could, jerk off to before bed as a 15-year-old? Like, who's on Howard's show tonight? It wasn't like I gave a shit about Howard or Fred or any of them. It was probably Gross Injuries. Yeah, something like that. I remember when they did the What's That bit and the lady found out she had cancer or something. That's fucking terrible. Galactic, and to be a... Yeah, okay. All right, back to the show, guys. We're about halfway done with Tough Crowd, and then we'll be on to O&A.
I'm David Tell, host of the Insomniac Show. It's time to think of...
I really love the commercials. That's when I'm excited to go back. If I'm able to do this history show I'm working on, I'm excited to find commercials from each year and just watch a couple of them or a lot of them.
This is the time of year colleges all over the country spit out their new graduates. They prepare to enter the world, but they need honest answers to the questions. Who better to supply those answers than me and my special guest, Mr. Pat Cooper? We went out yesterday, Pat. We talked to some new college grads at New York Tech. Let's hear their first question.
Hey, Colin, what do I have to do to guarantee myself a job?
Go out and go to work. And why you ask me questions for? You went to school to be educated, and you asking two dummies what to do. Here's the answer. School is not for everybody. Rob.
Well, I was going to... let's go on to the next question. We'll get back to that.
Hey, Colin, how come I'm having a hard time finding a job?
Ask the first girl. Hurry up, we ain't got all day here.
Hey, Collins, what's more important, happiness or money?
Money. Forget happiness. Happiness is when you die. Money is when you're living. Spend, grab, run, do whatever you got. Forget school. Quit. Go to Europe. Hide.
Well,
Hide.
Pat, it's kind of funny you bring that up because I was going to talk to you about, you've been in the business about, I mean, I make good money at the job, but sometimes I feel like it's as fulfilling as it.
No, it's fulfilling. Listen to me. The name of the game is surviving. You got a few dollars in your pocket, you're doing good. If you're broke, nobody gives a damn. I tell these kids, I tell my grandkids, don't go to school. That's what I'm going to do. Do what everybody does. Loaf.
But I'm talking about the existential crisis kind of thing,
What is that word? Never heard of that word. See, I'm not educated. What does existential mean? What the hell does that mean? I don't understand. Where you're from Hell's Kitchen, and you're throwing in those big words. I got trouble with the. How does it matter? Because here he's telling me I get bored here. I get bored. Big words. This is not the show for big words. This is the show in the trenches. You dig up a hole and you fill the hole again. That's all this show is about. You ain't gonna go nowhere after there. After here, there's no musicals. It's over. Trust me. Trust me. The new kids are coming along. They dress different. They're pissed off because I got a members only. Who cares? Who cares? I don't believe it.
So, Pat, you're saying basically if
I'm not saying that basically. What are you correcting my genius for? Leave it alone. Let it die. You got the show. I finish here. I got to go and get a club date. What the hell are you worried about? He's got the show 5 days a week. Who's calling me? I'm here to back him up while he gets tired.
Well, Pat, all I'm trying to say is, sometimes you get into that.
What are you trying to say? Would you tell me? I don't know. We're here for 20 minutes. You haven't said nothing that I can turn around and say, gee, I learned something. I'm going to leave here now. I hope it's raining. I'm going to get soaked.
Well, all I'm talking about is sometimes you ever get that, I get that kind of sense of,
I never get that sense. I am the happiest man on the planet here, and you're busting my fazools. Let it lay. Let it go. Go nice. Go home and say to yourself, why did they pick me and this kid's out of work?
I think that's some good advice for all college graduates.
Right.
Thank you very much, Pat. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
Take care.
I was very fortunate to see Pat Cooper live. He performed at a church function that my church sponsored in the year 2000. It was crazy. I don't think they knew what they were getting.
All right. Many great works have inspired timeless films, I guess you might call them. Works such as Gone with the Wind, Margaret Mitchell, The Godfather, Mario Puzo, and now Skater Boy by Avril Lavigne. What joke from your act could be adopted into a movie, and what would it be about? Pete!
I do joke about how high taxes are in New York City and how we can't smoke anywhere now. Now, my movie would be about a rich guy who becomes mayor and raises taxes, prohibits smoking, and one night he's visited by 3 ghosts played by digitally remastered Frank, Dean, and Sammy, who tell him to change his ways or something bad's going to happen to him. He doesn't listen. Next morning, he's coming out of his house. A plane.
This guy sucks.
All the.
All right. Patrice O'Neill.
My joke is about my desire to be with a Japanese woman. It's a forbidden love story of a large black soldier and a Japanese college student. One day they're making love at her parents' house in Japan, and the sex gets a little wild, and Kyoko's head pops through those tissue paper walls they have in the house. Then her parents come home, and the rest of the movie is Kyoko trying to explain why there's a small hole in one side of the house and another hole shaped like a big black guy who ran through the other side.
All right.
Stumbled at the end, he made it.
Mine is based on my joke about disgusting people who ride the bus. It's called Speed, the True Story. There's no Keanu Reeves or Sandra Bullock riding this bus. It's the real people who I have to sit next to on mass transportation. Like Pee-Pee Pants. The guy who wets himself at every turn. Or Betsy Fatass, who smells like pesto sauce and insists on resting her giant blubbery turkey arm on my lap the entire ride. And old Dingbat Joe, who might be retarded or just likes to clap and scream every time the driver honks his horn. There's a happy ending, though, when the bus explodes and these human cockroaches are blown to smithereens.
All right.
I don't hate that.
Hold on. Mr. O'Neill has something to add.
I just want to say, do you feel all warm knowing that Jack Benny's still alive?
Oh.
Nothing? That was...
Patrice was too smart for his own good. No one got that reference in 2002.
You're on his bus, you pull the emergency brake. Hold on. Pat Cooper.
My son calls last week and asked if he could borrow against my will. Why would anyone make a movie about my life? My life should be made in silent pictures, and then you fill in the spots. Anybody can make a movie. I'm pissed off too many people over. Move the thing. Will you please? I'm going cockeye here. I am now known as the Mount That Roared. The next thing I'll know, there'll be a contact on my head. The title of the movie can be Scott Peterson and my son take Pat Cooper fishing for Father's Day. There you go.
I'm pretty sure Pat just saw the cue cards and told him to go fuck himself because he didn't want to do it, so he just read them like shit.
Now, Pat, you mentioned to me off camera that you got a little information from the show. We took good care of you this morning. Sent you some nice faxes and stuff?
No. I don't know what you're talking about. Why don't you read the damn thing? All of a sudden you put it on me. Read about the sneakers and the footlocker. Hurry up. Hurry up. Before I got to do this here, you'll go home and I'll be winding up with this show here. Come on, read the damn thing.
I can't, Pat. There's not enough time. I just wanted to ask you that question.
Well, forget time. These people ain't going to worry about this show tonight. They're going to go.
Plus the tracking of the VHS recording is going nuts. That's not you.
Well, folks, I guess this is it.
It is
it. It is it. It's been a wonderful show. What am I going to say? That's the way it is. And
Then he got nothing.
no jokes were harmed during the making of this segment. I guess that's a good thing. What?
To put a cap on the Pat Cooper segment, I have this clip. It's a short clip from O&A. I don't believe Patrice is there because Pat regularly went on Opie and Anthony. But he also went on Howard Stern famously, and Howard and Opie and Anthony didn't play well together, and Howard didn't like... There was very few people who were able to go back and forth. Colin Quinn was able to go back and forth. Nick DiPaolo was able to go back and forth. But very few people, some of them, it was like once they went to Opie and Anthony, they were no longer let back on Howard, so that was always kind of a bad thing. So Pat was another one that was able to kind of go back and forth, but he was someone that also would piss people off in interviews, so like... Something Howard did pissed off Pat, and then when Opie and Anthony had Pat on, the stipulation was, like, the producers knew, like, do not bring Howard up, do not let Pat talk about Howard. So, to set this up, because it's a long clip before we get to that, it's just Pat doing stuff. As he's leaving, Pat's done with his appearance, he's leaving, and I don't know who it was, I think E-Rock, someone says to him, what... so let's check in here. This is one of the better Pat rants, just to show you who he is.
Kind of soft PJs that every woman likes. They love these things. Then...
There's a thing called power of speech in this fucking country.
Power of speech?
Don't let nobody bullshit you that I can't talk about fucking Howard. I'll stand by you till I fucking die, because now this fucking Howard is a bully to have people call up this studio while I'm on and not to talk to this cocksucker. He's a cocksucker to have you even claim that I can't talk in America, you fucking whore, you piece of shit, you disgraziata fucking lowlife. And you who's running the show, I'm coming after you, you fuck. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, interrupting my stardom, you cocksucker. I'm telling you this.
Yeah.
You hurt my friends Opie and Anthony. This is fucking war.
Oh, shit.
I'll sit on your fucking lawn. You tell that prick that you work for. He's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, gee, thanks for telling him, Steve.
Steve, I apologize. It was definitely not E-Rock. It was Steve C.
Hold him.
Steve C.
Uh-oh, he's coming back.
Oh, no. No, he's not.
Let me tell you something.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
I am so fucking mad.
Yeah.
This is how people attack the fucking enemy. You're worse than a terrorist, Howard.
A terrorist.
You are a fucking terrorist.
Wow.
You're a disgrace. I'm going to call up Netanyahu from Israel. And say, here's a fucking terrorist. Piece of shit talking, threatening my friends.
Disgracia.
Yeah, why don't you put a gun to my head and threaten me? I'll die before I hang up on that motherfucker.
Oh.
Howard, you're a piece of shit.
And there goes Pat.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so that was Pat flying.
Definitely liked it as well, Jimmy.
Pat knew I'd have a good time. So anyway, here is the piece de resistance of the night. Patrice O'Neal, James Norton, Anthony Cumia. Every once in a while, Opie will be forced to speak, I guess. But they're going to talk about movies, and this is separate from last week's clip, even though I do believe they talk about Will Smith from Independence Day, as you can see there. This is a separate one montage, or not one, but this is one episode where they were going through movies that they had recently saw or were planning on seeing. So as we're doing this, let's hit the like button, please, and let's dig into it. Enjoy a little more Patrice.
And have you seen Taken?
Oh, hell yeah.
Did you like it or not?
Yeah, I liked it.
I definitely liked it as well. Jimmy hated it.
Hated it. Starting with that.
I would tell you. I thought the storyline had some issues, but the action was amazing.
There was no storyline. It was his fucking dumb daughter goes overseas after she runs like a retard. A pony! Let fucking retard run. Watch her run. It'll ruin the movie for you. This is her run. Watch.
Jimmy does it perfect. Watch.
Pony!
I gotta. I'm gonna get a video of the run right now.
Father, he brings her a fucking a Susie oven bake, whatever the fuck.
It was a Mr. Microphone or something, right?
It sounds like it sounds like the beginning of trying to get him to like his daughter.
Yeah.
It's obligatory.
No, he wants his daughter to like him. But the new father, has all the money and can buy the pony. And he doesn't have those.
Yes, it was Hack 101. And then the CIA buddies sitting around, what are you doing? Trying to get back into the organization. It was fucking, watch her run. Watch fucking, look at this hacky scene. Look at this.
Liam Neeson.
His awful fucking hair dye.
Why? It looks natural, Jimmy.
Look at her. Watch the run. Wait. What a fucking idiot she is.
She's too old to do that.
Right, with her arms flailing.
She's 37 and she's running for a pony.
Well, her best friend's supposed to be, 17 in the movie, and her best friend looks like she's 30 or something.
Bad.
This is just clips of her running in this movie, which is hysterical.
With the movie, though, because she's semi-retarded. He has this semi-retarded daughter and this new rich guy who's just buying stuff. But this guy,
oh my
Liam
God,
Neeson is tremendous.
But on YouTube, someone put all the running clips together into a montage.
Yeah,
this is great.
If they're gonna watch the montage, then we have to real quick. So let's watch the montage. Hopefully the stream doesn't get taken down, guys.
Dad!
Oh, my darling. Hello, my sweet.
Nothing
Happy
yet.
birthday.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Not so bad yet. Not so bad yet.
There she is.
Dad!
There you go.
Nothing so bad.
Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
There's the one. Oh shit, I'm in the way. Damn it. I'm an idiot. Hold on 1 second, guys. Ziggy, we gotta go small.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
This is comical running and shit. Studied in vaudeville.
Dad, there's Amanda.
Go ahead. I'll get the bags.
Is that her running? Man, Famke Johnson, she aged beautifully. I remember the running being a lot sillier. Maybe in the sequel, do her legs kick out more to the sides, but sorry. I thought it was funny.
How retarded.
Wait, isn't that our thing?
Yes, it's a fan of the show, obviously.
Oh, one of the fans came up with this.
Fantastic.
And Liam Neeson's fucking hair is soy sauce colored hair. That was that fucking terrible.
It's taking a running retard, but they spell retard R-E-T-A-R-T, right?
Retard.
The story
Retard.
was so fucking
Check it out on
weak.
YouTube. This guy did a great job. One of our fans.
The story
obviously.
was so weak. She goes over there and she calls him while she's under a bed. And 20 minutes later, he's on the first flight out. I've used my iPhone app to catch these bad men. Let me walk through the house. I hope my hair dye doesn't leak onto my white shirt. Hey, in the airport randomly, you're the guy. Let me chase you and then hop a cab to go to the exact address. Oh, wait a minute. There's a hair fiber. Oh, wait, it's mine. It looks like a soy noodle.
Do you watch genres like this and enjoy it?
Yes, a good action movie. Like
Every fucking movie like this, you can
has the cliche part.
Has some issues.
Really, if you think about, you can't watch any zombie movie ever if you look at it too closely. Because the thing about a zombie movie is, how the fuck do they know the other ones are zombies? If you just look at that and say that, that'll fuck the movie up.
Wait, how do the zombies know?
Like the zombies, everybody's walking around, brains. But this motherfucker next to me, is a zombie. I know it. Like I diagnose him.
You know it.
Just because he's
the zombie. So you're saying just act like a zombie and they'll never get you.
The zombies have some kind of zombie thing. Danny is a professional.
They definitely there's like some kind of like sixth sense.
Yeah.
You just know, like how does a dog know another dog's a dog? It's they just know.
Zombies can smell other zombies.
That's right.
Does he realize how dumb of a fucking statement he just made?
Hear what the fuck we talking about? It's suspension of disbelief, you fucking asshole.
I don't mind that, though.
The movie is a guy that's chasing his First of all, Liam Neeson is chasing his retarded daughter around the world. He said it. I don't have money. I have a special array of skills.
And I hated that, too, on the phone.
It's a great...
That
and then
trite
here's
speech.
what the movie did after that. After the triteness and after the whole shit... He did what he was supposed to be doing.
Yes, made a B film.
He fucking went and did fucked up shit to people to find his daughter.
No, it's not that listen to me. I'm not a movie snob. Like, I don't need a perfect storyline. But when a storyline is so awful, or he saves the starlet, and at the end he brings that lunk-headed bitch daughter in his, here's your gift. Come meet the superstar. Oh, thank you. I answer my own door. I live in the suburbs. That fucking shitty house she lived in.
Yeah,
It was
cars
too
going
many
by.
shitty parts of it, and it ruined it for me. I love a good action movie. I love John Woo movies. I love fucking, I like the original.
Which John Woo movie did you like?
Fucking Hard Boiled, fucking The Killer.
Well, those are the movies before Hollywood got to them.
That's what I like. That
How about
stuff.
Hard Target?
No, I never saw American.
Because the Asian movies are different than American movies.
But I can suspend disbelief. Like when Chow Yun Fat is rolling around shooting 11 people and not getting shot, I can suspend disbelief and just enjoy that. Like it's well done.
But that's what Liam Neeson was doing.
But it was terrible.
Soy sauce threw you off.
I didn't like so many things about it. Some of the action was good, but the fucking the scene you talked about off the air about when he shot the other guy's wife.
That was a great scene.
It's
They
one
just
of
don't
the
do that in
greatest
Hollywood.
movie scenes I've ever seen. He shot the guy's fucking wife.
Right in front of him.
And this is what I liked about the movie. And I agree with all the bullshit. The great thing about the movie is that he's not fucking around. That's what I like about it. So he's like, look, man, and he's talking to his old partner. He's like, look, man, I need my daughter. And the guy's like, listen, Liam. And he just shoots the guy's wife to go, I'm not fucking with
around.
you.
Tell me what you know.
And then, wait a minute, wait! Another greatness. The guy
When Patrice yells, wait, oh.
ready to make the speech like, you Americans can't kill me. You have rule. Soon as the guy welled his mouth up to give a foreign guy fuck America speech, Liam electrocuted him.
He wasn't even going to...
I'm not fucking around with you.
Stand for you have rules and regulations
He
that
sat
you
him
must
in a chair.
adhere to.
He put a sock in his mouth. He connected it to the light bulb socket, and the guy's getting ready to go, I'll never... Did he? Wait a minute. I forgot this part. He nailed his hands to a chair with two spikes in his hands. The guy's sitting in the chair, and he's like, well, let me... Wham! Jesus style, motherfucker. Then electrocuted that cocksucker. That's what I enjoyed about the movie.
All that stuff was real strong, but the storyline is where I'm with Jimmy.
It's a weak storyline, but
But why didn't they clean that up? And then they would have had a fucking major
Forrest Gump is a weak
hit.
storyline. Like Forrest Gump
It's an action movie. What is he talking about?
More, like this is for an action movie. It's in a way. To me, it's cheating. Like they do things they don't have. Like fucking Lethal Weapon is a great fucking cop buddy action movie. Like it's a great movie.
Lethal Weapon is a great movie.
Like so I'm not above loving. I love Schwarzenegger. I think is the best action star ever. I can watch almost anything Schwarzenegger does and suspend disbelief. But there was something so cheesy about this, and I felt like they cheated.
Cheesy? I
don't remember Running Man.
Running Man was pretty cheesy.
I love Schwarzenegger too, but Running Man wasn't cheesy.
wasn't one of his
Commando wasn't cheesy.
You know what, though?
Yeah.
I think they were trying... I see Patrice's point because I think they were...
I mean, in Commando, he punches a guy and kills him. Like he does he backfists a guy and kills him in the chair, and then he sneaks through the plane and jumps through the bottom. So if we're gonna compare, as much as I love Commando, if we're gonna compare Commando to fucking Taken, we can go punch for punch here, on which is more ridiculous.
Trying for something else, though.
Yes, a good movie.
Like, yeah, they were... but, you know, You're right, though. They were... With those other action movies, it's like, hey, here's an action movie. Let's just fucking throw it. We'll have Arnold fucking shooting these guys up and that. This one, I think they were trying for like a sentimental kind of more of an involved story, a film. Not just I think they were really trying for more than just an action movie.
It was just a little bit.
They were trying a little bit there, and that's the parts that get like, oh, come on.
How about you call Interpol and have them get your daughter instead of hopping a flight after hearing a recording and then laying under the bed because you sense it? Oh, beat it. Put a hat on with that awful hair dye.
It always comes down to a hat with Jimmy.
That fucking hair dye made me sick.
He's obsessed with hats.
Jimmy has hats.
Hey, the bad guy's running his sushi on Liam Neeson's head.
I enjoyed how much Liam Neeson was not playing. When he shot that guy's wife.
Yeah, yep.
I said, this is one of my favorite movies. I can watch this over and over just because of what he's fucking doing.
We're never going to get anywhere with this argument.
No, it's
which is fine.
It's like it's a couple of good. I agree with it. There's a couple of great scenes, but even Dolomite had a couple of great scenes. I mean, it's a movie.
You know what? I don't want to get off the subject though of movies because this got started the discussion because of the new Jamie Foxx movie.
Yes,
that is coming on, and I have something to say
with Gerard Butler.
This.
Right?
Yes,
I have something to say about this.
Bring everyone to the table. What's the movie about?
I have no fucking idea.
Some CIA type.
It's about
bullshit.
It's about a guy. I saw the trailer. So basically, it's Gerard Butler's daughter. I think something bad happened to her, and Jamie Foxx.
What does he go to get her and go under the bed with a tape recorder and soy sauce hair?
Well, he teases his hair up with the condiments.
Well, actually, they did have Taken 2. I don't know how she got taken again.
It's soy sauce hair.
Fucking Kikkoman shampoo.
Watch that. You'll never not look at Liam Neeson's awful fucking soy sauce colored wig. It's fucking horrendous.
I can't
Thank you, Kenny.
deal with that.
So your point, though, is on the new Jamie Foxx movie.
Yes, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx wasn't he on Living Color?
Yes.
And he's was a comedian.
Yeah.
And he did impressions.
Yeah.
Also, he then does a fucking great impression apparently of Ray Charles for a movie.
Yes.
Does a great impression of Ray Charles, and now he's a fucking actor. Doing these movies, he's not good. He's not good.
Here's why I hate being. Here's why I hate being, and this is why we're always to the end of time, which is
Jamie Foxx has been in good movies and in bad movies. He's not a bad actor.
It's all bullshit.
It's all bullshit.
Dr. Steve says, "Fuck him in his bubble universe."
Oh, yeah, that's right. We got a problem with the
all I want to say is I hate to do this because that's a racial attitude you're having. Even though you can base it on Jamie Foxx, not because he's black, it's because Michael Keaton got to be a fucking guy.
I'll throw him in the same thing.
Jim Carrey got to be
I was just gonna
this
mention.
guy. Tom Hanks used to dress as a bitch in a sitcom. Got to be this guy.
Tom Hanks
why
is
can't
a
Jamie
good
Foxx?
actor.
And why the fuck can't Eddie Murphy be that guy?
Tom Hanks is a good actor. Eddie Murphy was a good actor.
Jamie Foxx is a fucking good actor.
No, he isn't.
Did you see this one where he was in The Goal? He's a good actor.
No, I don't see him
He's as good as fucking Jim Carrey in his quirky. What's the first of all, number 13, which had to drive him back to doing comedy. They kicked him out of seriousness, but Robin Harry Knuckles Williams gets to be a fucking serious guy all the time.
Robin Williams is a Juilliard trained actor. He's actually a real actor.
Jamie Foxx is a fucking good actor. He is a bad actor.
He's not a bad actor. Jamie Foxx is not a bad actor.
This is crazy. This is racial, Anthony.
No. I would tell you if it was. I swear to you. I'd tell you if it was
too many white
racial.
actors that get to be fucking comedians
I'll call
anymore.
them out, and I have called them out in the past. And I think Jim Carrey is a prime example of somebody that was doing comedy. He did the wacky fucking shit, and then they throw him into serious roles, and he sucks an ass.
The problem is, like, here's what annoyed you about Jamie Foxx.
Ray Charles was great.
Yeah, he did a great imitation
wait a
of Ray
minute.
Charles.
How about him in Ali as fucking Bun Diddy Brown?
He did a good job.
He was great.
He did a great job.
I'll give him that. That guy is a good actor, man.
I'll give him that.
He's a better actor than Jim
because
Carrey.
he was playing. Here's what was annoying. He is a good actor, but he was playing Ray all over after the award and just singing. It was like, shut up. It was more just an irritating thing that he was doing. He is a good actor, but I'm just sick and tired of seeing him.
That stupid movie where they're in the fighter planes. He was awful in that.
It was called Stealth.
Yeah.
Oh, Stealth. Okay.
But every actor does that. They get their tour de force and then they do horse shit. Sam Jackson hasn't, him and John Travolta.
Oh my God, both of them.
Haven't
Right.
done a fucking thing since Pulp Fiction.
Since the
except
genius.
for shit.
That was Pulp Fiction. They have done shit. Motherfucking snakes on a motherfucking plane. What?
And
Is
again,
there really?
Again, look, I like to play both angles.
Mm-hmm.
Pulp Fiction. Why the fuck is John Travolta the leading man? And what you call is not the
Do you
leading.
think I saw it as like
Sam
a
Jackson?
dual?
Sam Jackson
Much
was
better.
a support
I saw it as
actor.
co-fucking.
Well,
No
Travolta's
way.
a bigger name, dude. He had to be. Travolta's a much
Travolta
bigger
was coming off of
He was
fucking,
doing nothing.
the
Big
baby
talking
shit.
baby fucking movies.
The baby shit.
12.
That's
He was done.
That's only a name size thing, though, because Jackson was relatively. He had done Jungle Fever before that, but he hadn't done a tremendous amount of roles. You could never put him on equal billing with Travolta.
I
in Pulp
saw
Fiction.
that as total.
I mean, true that you can't put him on same billing as Travolta during Pulp Fiction. I'm not going to doubt that. But let's take a look at Samuel L. Jackson between, because this is in 2009. This is late 2009. Let's take a look at Samuel L. Jackson, because again, I have to call Anthony bullshit on this one. Travolta, yes, Travolta didn't do anything after it that I can recall. But Samuel L. Jackson, okay. 94 is Pulp Fiction. 95, he had Die Hard with a Vengeance. Whether you like it or not, that's a fucking hit movie. I personally love that movie. That's one of my, I think that might be my favorite Die Hard. 96, nothing special. 97, Jackie Brown, another fucking hit, another big movie. 98, nothing too crazy, like The Sphere. Oh, in 99, he was in Star Wars. Like, again, whether you fucking liked the movie or not, you're talking about billion-dollar movies here that he had a huge role in. Then he was also in Deep Blue Sea, a classic action horror, whatever the fuck you want to call it, movie with the sharks and stuff. And he was the surprise death in that movie because he was like he was the star and he was the one that was going to lead these idiots out. And he's the one who, okay, fine. So that's Deep Blue Sea in 99. We still haven't hit the year 2000 yet. 2000, he was in Shaft. Okay, we all make mistakes. He was in Star Wars 2 in 2002, or whatever the fuck it was called. SWAT in 03. He was in Kill Bill. Well, he was the organ player, but he wasn't. He was in fucking The Incredibles. He was the voice for Frozone in The Incredibles. Like, he was in Coach Carter. Another Star Wars. Snakes on a Plane, which again, if you want to hate on it, fine. He was in Black Snake Moan, that fucking huge hit with hot-ass Christina Ricci. I mean, Iron Man in 2008. So Iron Man had already been out. Lakeview Terrace in 2008. Those two movies had already been out. So I'm just saying, when you think about what we're talking about here, that's Samuel L. Jackson. All right, back to the show.
Co-fucking
I
billing.
didn't think of it
Why
differently.
the fuck isn't? No, they weren't because John Travolta was up for leading actor in the Oscar.
No, I understand that, but just watching the movie, you thought they were.
That's what I'm talking about. I hate Pulp Fiction when Sam's not in it.
Yeah,
I can't watch. I don't watch the movie. I fast forward through till he's in the movie.
Marcellus Wallace getting fucking fucked.
Even watching the movie of the two of them, you know that Samuel L. Jackson is the bigger star. Just he's the one that you care about in the movie more than Travolta.
It's too many fucking old white dudes. Like, at some point, I have to say, Tom Hanks left comedy. Like, he's gone.
Yeah.
But Eddie Murphy still has to do horse shit. They won't let the motherfucker do serious shit.
He doesn't want to. He could. Eddie Murphy is in a position where he could do, because he's Murphy. He's one of the highest drawing box office guys still. Like, his movies, we all go, he still makes fucking $50 million a year doing movies. Like, he's still like the top 10 guys.
And he's still a funny motherfucker. Donkey is hilarious.
I think that's a credit to fucking Eddie Murphy and a curse for him because he did such a fucking great job in funny 48 Hours was probably one of the funniest fucking movies I saw.
One of the greatest movies.
Yeah, and it's just a great fucking movie. Gans. Hey, Gans. Nice gun.
He didn't want to. Great. He doesn't want to do a drama where he could. If Eddie Murphy wanted to do a drama and wanted to play a murderer or a fucking really unlikable guy, Eddie Murphy is in a position where he could do that. People might advise him against it. Eddie Murphy.
He tried it in Metro. He tried it in Metro.
Yeah.
He tried it in Boomerang, where he tried to leave
comedy
the kind
behind.
of comedy thing,
Mm-hmm.
and he also did it fantastically in Dreamgirls. I don't know if you've seen
I hate
Dreamgirls.
musicals.
I went to see, I saw it,
But he was critically acclaimed in that.
He was great in that, but that's where every comic moves towards. Fucking Robin Williams got to just be a fucking serious actor at some point. He got to just do
Because he did a
what
good
he
job
wanted.
at it.
After Garp. Wait, don't forget, he started with Popeye. And he's a Shakespearean actor. And I'm not saying that.
He didn't just stop with Popeye. He started with fucking Mork and Mindy. But Robin Williams is a guy, if you've seen him, I mean, we're talking about a guy that in the early 90s, he did that fucking movie where he was the teacher at the school. You know, My Captain and that shit. I forget the name of it now. Damn it, where the kid commits suicide because I don't know.
I'm not disrespecting his
Meaning,
I'm just saying he gets to be.
He
what
did well
is.
at the box office. If it goes well at the box office, then they'll fucking But don't forget the Eddie Murphy movie.
Dead Poets Society.
You're talking about didn't do that well except for Dreamgirls.
I don't think it's racial at all, though.
No.
I think it's what the people want. They want to see Eddie Murphy being goofy Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And as far as Tom Hanks goes, him being like the funny guy movies, they worked, but not nearly as successful.
He went from Big to Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do anything funny anymore.
No.
Like, you forget, like, if you're born after a certain time,
Yeah.
you fucking
Joe versus
this
the
guy,
volcano.
Yes.
Fucking Money Pit.
Michael Keaton
remember
got to
Money
be
Pit?
Batman. Who
Splash.
the fuck made that decision?
Yeah.
That was unfair to somebody. And I fucking hate like when I see shit where they try to give black people they try to give us a fucking what do they call it a bone. They try to throw us a bone.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I was so ready to just start jumping in with.
Jesus, Patrice, why would you do that to yourself?
You fucking assholes.
You did it to yourself.
But when they put Michael Clark Duncan in as on Elektra, when they put him in as the Kingpin, if you're a fan of comic books, Kingpin's a big white guy. And when they put Michael Clark Duncan in as a chance, a crazy casting, I'm going, what the fuck? Why would you? Don't make white people black for me, motherfucker. He's white.
Yeah.
Just do the right thing. So when you say Jamie Foxx did this, man, everybody does that. Jamie Foxx is doing exactly what the fuck everybody else does. Do bad movies after he does this great thing.
Great for Jamie Foxx, but I don't find Jamie Foxx to be believable when I watch him.
You don't think he sucks?
I just don't think he's good. Yeah, I don't think he's good.
I
don't know.
I will say Jamie Foxx was dog shit in the Miami Vice movie, and Colin Farrell was really good in it. And apparently, when the movie was first cast, Colin Farrell was the lead, and then Jamie Foxx had, what was that movie he had? Ray? Ray was a hit while they were filming, so they changed it all around to make him the lead, and then he had to pay more, or they had to pay him more, and Colin Farrell had to take a fucking pay cut in the middle of the film. It's a crazy story.
Headshot.
You just don't like him, that's all. You just don't like him. He was great in Ali.
Maybe.
He was better than Will Smith in Ali.
He was good in
As
Ali.
He was
Boudin,
amazing.
he was great.
Yeah.
To this day, Michael Keaton bothers me how he got to move out of.
He's finished though. He
No,
doesn't.
they kicked him to the curb though.
He
He doesn't get to do movies anymore.
After Pacific Heights, it's kind of a downhill.
Yeah,
get to just choose,
go
man.
to his IMDb. It didn't work.
It's funny hearing these things in retrospect because they talk about how Michael Keaton got kicked to the curb. Bro, he did The Founder, he did Birdman, he did a lot of movies after this.
Off, man.
Also depends on what you're making at the fucking.
Kevin Costner, how does he?
Regardless of it being a cocksucker or fucking weird liberal.
With him too.
But he makes one movie every so often, and it's a fucking 4-hour epic.
He directs them.
And he directs them a lot of times, so, produces them. Like it's his project.
JFK.
Like fucking, what's his name? Also from Lethal Weapon.
Danny Glover.
No.
Who
Joe
plays
Pesci.
Who plays the neck again in 2012? Another nigger president who's sitting on the end of the world. Hollywood doesn't even give a fuck. I wish to God I could hit the lottery. Please, God.
I love this.
Why would you go to Burlington Coat Factory?
Mel Gibson. Mel Gibson fucked himself with all that Jewish.
No, he didn't.
No, you know what?
Because he runs his own shit. In the Jesus movies.
But it's his own shit.
Right.
He had to pay out of his own fucking Lethal Weapon money to put those movies out, he said, fuck Hollywood. Hollywood isn't ready to embrace fucking Mel Gibson, dude, and give him movies. He's got to do the shit himself now. He fucked himself.
He did a movie in the Mayan language, and it was great.
It was great.
Mel Gibson is a bad fucking director. He is great, man.
You think he's got some talent?
Dude, he's
be able to do that.
Great.
Hey,
shit like that.
He's great.
The weird thing is, Mel, for as crazy as he is, he actually is a really good director.
Conspiracy
They all
theory.
have.
That wasn't a bad movie.
That was
dumb.
And
man.
Ransom, I saw
wanted
again
it to
on
be better.
TV.
Ransom wasn't bad.
Ransom was
I liked
great.
that. I liked Ransom.
That's a good
And what
one.
happened to Renee Russo? What the
Yeah.
fuck? Hollywood
What should have
old.
happened to her?
She got old.
What they just, can they?
She was around
Here's what
because she
Hollywood
was
should do.
good looking.
Yeah, square
Not for her
face.
acting.
They should at least have a show. They have a show about everything.
Yeah.
Just announcing who's done. Like
Oh, man,
what
imagine watching that
happened
going,
to Jane Triplehorn?
Who?
Remember funny-looking Jane Triplehorn?
No.
That fucking
She was
shit
in
up.
a movie. She played the wife, and she was in Waterworld, and she played Tom Cruise's wife.
Fuck yeah, her.
In
She was
what's
in
the
Waterworld.
lawyer
everything.
movie? What's the lawyer movie she did?
Philadelphia? Oh.
No, she was in The Firm.
The Firm.
Yeah.
Who?
She did look good in
Somebody just said
Waterworld.
her career's over.
Yeah, she's done.
She's in Big Love now. But when you get demoted from movies to TV, it's
Because they all want to go from TV to movies.
which means Christian Slater.
Yeah,
When did people say he's over?
You're right.
Can you just let me know when a motherfucker's career
Christian Slater was never there. Let's be honest. He was in a couple movies, man, but he sucked dick.
is over?
He's on Curb Your Enthusiasm on one episode I just saw.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's doing TV.
Renee Russo's a good example.
But is it the
She was
fucking
in every
deci-
other movie for a
Yeah.
while.
Do they make bad decisions? They start doing bad. What? You're right. What does happen? Sometimes they're just gone.
They fucking smack one of those Scientologists in the face. Or something.
Yeah.
They turn down their invitation to the church.
And they're out of Hollywood.
Florence Henderson, by the way, is on TV. She just had work done, but she looks fucking unbelievable.
She's got to be 1,000 years
Dude,
old.
that's Mrs. Brady. She still looks good.
Oh, I guess the Brady Bunch is 40. Is that what they're saying?
Oh, really?
She's about
The
70
Brady
years old.
Bunch is a 40-year-old.
Are we looking at a
program.
7-year-old broad right there, you
I think so. Oh, yeah.
My girl called me yesterday, said she was on Wendy Williams.
What does he think, that she got younger after the 40-year anniversary? What a fuck. I wish I could look inside Opie's brain like a fucking file system in a computer and just understand where everything's fucking stored.
Yeah.
Florence Henderson?
They was going to show the clip, and I didn't notice. She said they charge you $7,000 to show Brady Bunch clips.
Oh,
That's
fucking
why,
Sherwood
that's why
Schwartz?
some of these fucking shows are not showing the clips on this run, because it's like, I'm not paying $7,000 for.
You shitting me?
No, they talked about it on Wendy Williams the other day.
That's wow. That's crazy.
$7,000? I would just give her fucking $500 and say, act that out.
Here you go.
Get that sausage guy to fucking...
Here, we'll bring a fucking wheel and a doctor's skeleton. act with it.
I'd rather you attack Sam Jackson for Lakeview Terrace
Oh, yeah.
than Jamie Foxx for this movie with Gerard Butler.
No. You know what, though? Samuel Jackson is good. He's just been in shit.
Is he good, though?
He's good in bad
Samuel
movies.
Jackson.
Dabba dabba dibba ding dang. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. What about the ding bada doo dow? He has become. After a while, you even happens with comedians.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You forget how to be yourself. Like you forget. You go, oh shit, I forgot. So Sam now, he has two things he does. He gives you a big eyed turn look like what what you talking about, Willis, almost like and then he goes bada boo boo da doo dow. Watch Lakeview Terrace. Lakeview Terrace.
He wants to put on that furious vengeance. That face with the big eyes. I will strike down upon thee.
It's hard to follow yourself. I seen him in Shaft 2000. It's on cable now. It's just.
And you told us to watch that other movie.
Lakeview Terrace.
Yeah, we still haven't watched
it. You didn't watch Lakeview Terrace?
I'm going to watch it today.
It's
terrible.
shockingly bad.
It's terrible.
Oh, good.
I'll be honest, it's a creepy fucking movie. It's not a good movie. If you're going to watch a mid-2000s, like, you watch Training Day or something like that. But it's a fucking creepy movie.
Good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really bad. It's
so bad it's good, right?
It's on the level of top bad.
What'd you think of him in Unbreakable?
Unbreakable.
I liked him in Unbreakable.
Underrated.
I like Unbreakable. I've watched it probably
Superhero
4 fucking
music.
times.
It's
I think it's great.
I like movie.
I didn't see it. They need a little more action in that movie.
But not really. Not really.
Cool.
It was slow. It was too slow. It needed to just be sped up a little bit.
I think Opie just says things because he's heard other people say them. Like, oh yeah, that movie was slow. It needed more. What?
Dude, and that was a tremendous
because
movie.
The powers that he had in that movie is like, fuck, I want to see a little more of this shit.
M. Night Shyamalan is making a comeback
of that shit.
Yeah,
with the.
What you doing? The Seventh Sense? He's done nothing good since then.
He's getting out of that. He's doing a warrior picture about a little kid who's the whole world has to try to kill. And he's like the best fighter that ever lived, and he's gonna lead the world. It's some heavy. It looks like it's gonna be a bad motherfucking movie.
Yeah.
A bad fucking movie, man.
You could say that again. Had enough of him and his surprise endings. Oh, really? They all live on a leaf? But fucking drop dead, asshole. One good movie.
The Happening.
That's one of my favorite lines of Jimmy of all time. So we're going to go back and listen again. Oh, they all live on a leaf? Drop dead, asshole.
Bad fucking movie, man.
You could say that again. Had enough of him and his surprise endings. Oh, really? They all live on a leaf? But fucking drop dead, asshole. One good movie.
One good movie.
The Happening.
Yeah.
Fuck The Happening.
That was a terrible film. And then the Water Horse or whatever that was.
I didn't even
Lady
see
in the Water.
Lady in the Water.
I didn't see that.
Didn't see that one.
And The Happening where the trees make you kill yourself. I was like, wow, M. Night's done.
That was the Shatner's wife
you can
biopic.
You can feel his pressure to do well.
Yeah.
After somebody says you're good, you be like, holy. I think it happened to Quentin Tarantino, where people are like, he's a genius. After they call you a genius, if you're not angry enough at people, like you go, if you start believing in it any way.
Yeah, that's a tough follow-up.
He started just becoming the guy that says, Quentin Tarantino liked this movie. He stopped doing movies.
Yeah.
And then he did. I thought he was done after that stupid double feature thing.
I loved that.
I liked it.
I hated both of those fucking movies.
The
with the
problem
bitch
was-
with the gun foot, I'll kill that.
You
That
didn't like the
fucking
gun
was the
foot?
stupidest fucking movie.
I like those dumb
That was
movies.
just a conceptual kind of a thing, though. I mean, a lot of people didn't like it.
It was
but
a good
like,
idea.
It was just
the problem
something
was
he tried
that you
to
saw
do.
them back to back. You see them individually. They're all right.
None of that. It was presented as big budget, kind of here's Quentin's big film.
Right.
It should have been a small movie house kind of release.
I loved Kurt Russell.
I guess Inglourious
I did too,
Basterds
man.
is bringing him back to
You guess?
something.
The movie's doing well.
So so he came back, but M. Night Shyamalan, I think he's this is his last hurrah.
Yeah,
he never went
Was
away.
that the kid for the fucking last Airbender?
Yeah, man. This is one kid, and the whole world's trying to kill him.
And he's kicking ass.
Why don't they just fucking gang up on him?
Yeah, really.
That's what. No, the movie shows the whole world. He's in this tower. It shows the whole world coming towards this tower to try to fuck this kid up.
All right, that's stupid.
It's not.
That is so dumb.
I love that Patrice is excited about one of the agreed upon worst movies of all time.
What has he got that he can? What has he got that he can fight the whole world?
What's the
Are
big
we gonna
secret
learn?
at the end? He lives on the fucking Taconic Parkway, like fucking that other piece of shit Joaquin Phoenix movie.
It's stupid. Does he have nuclear weapons at least, Patrice?
It's not the past.
How's he going to hold off that?
world.
We never saw planes.
You see, he has a stick.
A stick is going to hold off the whole world?
He's a fucking cartoon character. God damn.
Will they just give him food poisoning or something?
Exactly.
How's he getting his fucking food?
Does he need a dead therapist to talk to in a church?
Yeah, really.
Rotten kid.
I hate this
When
fucking
does
movie.
real? When do we get so real?
I just don't like if it's bad. I don't mind if it's
One kid against the world?
Dude, that's an amazing.
I understand you got to, like, kind of...
Oh, it's a remake of a cartoon on Nickelodeon.
Oh, yeah?
He's remaking a cartoon.
Dr.
Great.
Steve told me that.
Yeah, good for
Texted
him.
me.
I bet Michio Kaku wouldn't have known that.
Dr. Steve.
Dr. Steve hates
Of course he does, because he
Michio
knows Michio Kaku brings it. Yes, M. Night Shyamalan is like a river. He comes from the ocean into a boring shit puddle.
The text I got from Dr. Steve after fucking his last appearance
theory
was so great. It's like, the universe is like
Tiny
soap bubbles, and when they come together, and it was like Dr. Steve goes, soap bubbles, fuck him. Like,
Why does
fuck him? I loved it.
Here's the thing: Kaku is obviously a physicist for real. He knows all this stuff. he just communicates in a way that's. I'd like to see him teaching a class because he's the head of physics at I think NYU. Or
he
whatever.
probably says the same stupid analogies.
No,
and
but
shit.
I'd like to see
talk
him
like a scientist.
I'd like to see him doing equations and stuff like that.
Yeah,
he's the only guy that does it. I'd love to see him doing equations.
Yeah.
And talking about stuff like that in his language, or talking to, he doesn't talk to other physicists like that.
I bet he does.
No, he doesn't. Oh, it's like a gummy bear. You chew it, and then there are people who have things that
gummy. So we should have him in to do just that. Do an equation in
he
front of
wouldn't
us.
know. He would sit and
not
go,
with that dumbing down
with another
shit.
physicist.
He'd laugh. He'd go, ha ha ha. You know, the way you want me to talk is almost like that Disney movie with the little elves in the mine.
All right. Well, as much as I love them going into a Michikaku bit, Ziggy is starting to freak out, and I believe the Patriceisms for the night have been exhausted. I feel that we have properly honored Patrice Lumumba O'Neill on this July 7th. Otherwise, coming up on the channel, everyone. Now we can take a break, say hello, before Ziggy makes me take him outside. As you can see from the post I have right below there. Wednesday night, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, same time as tonight, same Alex time, same Ziggy channel. I will be telling the story of my adventures working at a pizzeria in 2008 to 2010. 2010, 2009, somewhere in there. I forget exactly. It was a ridiculous, wild ride. It was one of the most important jobs of my entire life. Not as far as being put on a resume, but about teaching me about the world, teaching me about business, teaching me about people, teaching me about how to coexist with people and navigate situations and things. How to deal with drugs and stuff. Not deal drugs, but deal with them. All sorts of stuff. Intrigue, drama, sex. No sex for me at the pizzeria. Either way, tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern, I will be going into the story because I enjoy telling it. I don't even know if I've ever told it. I've told bits and pieces to friends. We've talked about it. But I've never just tried to all put it out here. And it's a fun story. And it's about, if I started, it's what, like 18 years? Because I started right around 4th of July. So it's definitely on the anniversary of when I started. So it'll be a fun little stream tomorrow. And then Thursday, I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. And we will see you there. But otherwise, please check out my other videos. Hit like on the way out. Subscribe if you're new here. And thank you for stopping by and honoring Patrice here. And we'll see you next time. Take care.